I've always been a bigger person, like my whole life. I've been a big girl. Like I literally don't ever remember like being small. Like my whole life, my weight has been like a problem that's been talked about in my family. Like I remember my family like having meetings about my weight. Like people like literally so concerned. Like every like loads of different people about my family would it was just come up in conversation all the time. It was quite difficult like growing up and having that all the time. Something like I don't remember in my life from being very young to like now, or like till a few years ago, like not being on a diet. Like I feel like I've always been kind of restricted in food and stuff like that growing up. And I was even put into Weight Watchers when I was like 9 or 10, like from my doctor. My relationship with food and that has just always been something growing up that I've just had in my life. Like I don't know where it started. I can't pinpoint exactly where it started, but it's just constantly been there. I actually got on with everyone at school and like I don't remember anything like direct bullying. Like maybe people had comments behind my back, I don't know, there was school maybe, but like nothing happened to me. Like I always was friends with everyone. Like there was nothing like that. It was mainly like the home life, and I knew always that I was bigger, but I always have like my personality. I think a lot of big people have the same like bubbly personality, but you have to use your personality sometimes in life, and that's what I've used. And whatever, it's just got me through, I guess, to where I am now. I remember going to like dietitians and stuff growing up, and it would just be like all the time. And then it got to the point like, well, I guess like late teens, I just thought I was so big compared to everyone else that I just gave up kind of on myself. I really did. I moved to Paris. So I had a bit of a crazy like teenage time. I moved out with a lot of my friends when I was 18 into my one of my friends' old family houses because they moved their house, and we was all like 17, 18, and we was just crazy. And then I got fired from my job. I used to turn up to work hungover, mess, like absolute mess. So I got sacked, I got fired. You know, my mum was like, you need to sort your life out like right now because this is like you can't be doing this, like you're going on a wild path. So she found me a job in Paris. Yeah, it was really cool. Like I went to Paris, but with my one of my best friends also moved there, and we both stayed in these like caravans, like mobile homes, like chalet kind of things. But it turned out to be absolutely crazy, and like it made me just go on like it was good experience, but it made me go on even more downward spiral of drinking a lot, like every day, like a lot.
Oh,
And,
wow.
and like I would eat like every other day, but like a really bad meal, like a Big Mac meal, or like there used to be a campsite like burger restaurant. I used to eat like a burger meal like every other day just to keep going, and loads of beer and loads of like it was just crazy. And I really just stopped looking after myself completely. I think the binge eating thing come into it probably when I was a teenager, where I just like find comfort in just eating where I've been restricted. So it's like eating secret and things like that. I don't know, it just gradually got worse, and then going to Paris just made it worse for me because I started to not care about myself. The person who I was working under was kind of bullying me. He was like an old man. He was like bullying me. There'd be things that he just like invite people around for dinner and can purposely like not invite me, and then pick on me for tiny things at work and just like little things all the time. It was like really horrible. And then one day I had like a problem. I needed to go to the hospital like that night, and it was really bad. And he said, no, you're gonna have to like just deal with it. And he was supposed to be looking after us because we were all like 18. He's like the leader with the car to take us to the hospital. He literally left me, and I had like this ulcer, and it burst, and it was horrible. And I was just left, and I just literally let myself go. I didn't brush my hair. I didn't like look after myself at all. I had like literal like clumps of hair where I didn't brush my hair. Like I was so mentally not good for like then for the following like 3 years. I just did not look after myself. I went home from Paris and I just carried on the same path, and I come back and I got a job working night shifts, and the eating would just be like a comfort thing for me. And I've just used it to like I guess like emotionally like soothe something inside me that wasn't like I was just really lost. And I just thought, I think being bigger my whole life, I've always wanted to do acting, right? Like since I was young, like I've wanted
Oh,
to be an actress.
cool. I didn't know this about
Yeah.
you. That's
Yeah,
cool.
like since I was young, like my like dream was just like being EastEnders, like since I
Oh,
was
that's so
this is like
cool.
an English soap opera.
Yes, I know it.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So like I've just always wanted to be that, but my weight has been something that it's like held me back. And I think in my head I just thought like, oh, I'm gonna be no good because I'm big. So I just let myself keep getting bigger and keep not caring. I got up to 450 pounds nearly. I would say from like 2015, 2016 to 2021, I was bad.
Wow.
I was started to get better in 2021. I started to like change my life around because I was in lockdown and I thought like, I really want to try and make something of myself now. And I started actually TikTok then as like a creative outlet for me. And I started my first like videos were like, let's have a glow up. And I bought an ASOS parcel and like bought some new makeup bits and just like going to school and that. I used to look after myself. I used to wear my eyelashes every day in my hair. But I just lost myself there for a few years. Like, I really did. And I just used food as such an emotional thing for me to just like eat and the binge eating, the like I still struggle with it too, but I
Yeah.
can't buy like white bread. Like, no, I could because it's like a food noise in my head that like I'll just sit and eat like the whole loaf in like a day or two. But
Oh,
with literally bread and
interesting.
butter, it's actually so bad. Like everyone knows can't have white bread in the house, but I don't know why it's actually so. I probably can control myself now a bit more, but like obviously like I in my house I always buy like wholemeal bread. I don't buy like a lot of snacks and stuff because I feel like a lot of people have this. If it's in the house, you're just thinking about it being in the cupboard and you go and eat it. That is a big problem like what a lot of people have. So if you just don't have it in a house, then that's I know it's not 100% a good way of dealing with it because I'm not fully dealing with it by just not having it here, but it does help a lot just like not having it in and only buying what you need that day. And also, my life has changed a lot in general since them times, and I think putting a lot of work into my mental health, like my like self-love has helped
Yes.
the way I don't want to do it to myself anymore. But before I was working night shifts when I got back from Amsterdam in the end. So I was working night shifts
Wow.
right until I moved here. The day I moved here is the day I went back and handed my laptop. I finished a night shift and got on a plane. I worked right until the last day because I wanted to have as much money saved up as possible because I come here, I wasn't a full-time influencer. I had no job coming here. Like
Wow.
coming here for just I've never been here before. I just wanted to move here. So
Yeah, so what made you want to move to Toronto? I've always wanted to ask you this. I think I did ask you this.
yeah, so my uncle, like it was like during COVID, like just around like COVID times, my uncle was like, why don't you girls like me and my sister move to Canada? They're taking a lot of English people in, like doing this working holiday thing. I think you guys should go and do it. Because I think he done a Camp America when he was a teenager. And he was like, it was one of the really good things I'd done, just like getting away from home. And my sister never been to uni, but obviously I've been to Paris and Amsterdam before, so I kind of got a taste of being away from home. And I was like to my sister, you would love it, let's just do it. So I watched like loads and loads of YouTube videos. I watched loads of vlogs on TikTok, like Sarah Jenkins. She's a TikToker from Toronto. She's so great. I love her. But I used to literally watch all of her TikToks before coming here. And then I met her and I was like, oh my God, I'm a fangirl. Yeah, so it was really cool. And then I just managed to go like viral, I guess. I've done a video like before I got on the plane saying like I'm moving to Toronto with my sister with just a suitcase, and then I got off the plane and my videos all went viral. And I was in Bath and Body Works in the Eaton Centre the day after I got here. Someone was like, I love your TikToks. And I was like, this is crazy.
Oh, that's so cool.
I know. And then like 2 weeks after I got here, I got offered a job, and the same time I got offered a job, the email come through, offered a job, and an email come through, my first brand deal. And it was like the first moment I was like, this is like a path, like, what do I pick right now? Because I was like, I've never had a brand deal that's like actually like, oh, I can actually make a living off this. I can do this as a job. So it was so cool to like have that. And then that moment, I was just like, right, I'm just gonna risk it and do this. And I've been doing it for 3 years now. So I think it's really cool. Like because I just wish I could speak to myself then, like 5 years ago, and be like, it's gonna be all right. Like it's literally gonna be all right. Just start working on yourself. Like it took so long though. Like it's not just an overnight fix. Like it does take years to like, because I'm still not fully there in
Right.
myself. I still do have like confidence issues, and the food thing isn't completely gone. Like it's still gonna be always there, I think, in the back of my
Right.
head. Like, but it's something that I've learned to manage over the years, which is good.
Yeah, let's go back to that time of your life. You're 2016, I think you mentioned you're the heaviest you've been and struggling a lot mentally with your mental health, binge eating. And what
Yeah.
was your family like then? And your friends, were they trying to support you? Were did they
Yeah, like I
know?
don't think at the time, like my family were always concerned about my weight. And when I got to my biggest, I think my biggest was probably 2018, 2019. But it was they were concerned, like they did have concerns, but some people just we didn't realize how bad it was as well till I look back on photos and stuff. And then I even look back at photos with my mum and like my friends, and they're like, "Oh, I didn't realize how big you were." Like I didn't realize either how big I was. But obviously I did. Like I couldn't shop anywhere for clothes. I would literally just wear like leggings, and it just is really restricting. And obviously, like I couldn't just like going for a walk and stuff. Like I like walking. I've always liked walking, but like it would restrict me how much I did walk and do things and go out with my friends and like nights out. I would just end up going home early and do you know what I mean? Like things like
Right.
that.
And what was your day to day? So can you take us from, you wake up and what is the first thing you think about when you're at your heaviest?
Like I guess when I was at my lowest point, is that like what you're talking about? Like because I was in a really bad like mental state. I guess I would just like wake up whenever I would smoke because used to smoke cigarettes.
Yes.
So I do still smoke cigarettes when I've had a drink. I'm not gonna lie. I'd wake up, cigarette, coffee, and then I would just like eat breakfast. Yeah, probably like toast or whatever. I don't know. I would order a lot of food as well. Like when I got paid, a lot of my money would just go on takeout all day, and I would go to the shop. And I would also be working night shifts. And before a night shift, the amount of snacks and food I would take in for a night shift in like 2018, 2019, when I started that job where I worked night shifts, I'd be getting like a bag of Haribo, like one or two slabs of chocolate, like a multi-pack of crisps. Like I'm literally not joking. And on the night shift, I would get a meal deal, like a little pasta pot, and I would order like a takeaway. I'd be doing like a 10-hour shift, but still like that's crazy. Like I'd be eating and I wouldn't care. I wouldn't care about what I was doing to myself. I would go to work and I would just not even brush my hair. I didn't care about myself. I just used to roll out of bed, put anything on. I didn't care. I used to just tie my hair up and go to work. Like I literally just had no self-love, no worth about like I didn't care what people thought of me. I didn't care about how I looked. I didn't care about how I felt about myself. It was really bad. And I just think lockdown and just like having all that time to reflect and be like sitting there in your own thoughts and that with no distractions. I wasn't going to work. I wasn't like I was just there looking at myself thinking I need to sort something out right now. It's now or never. Like I was getting to the point where the doctor was saying, "Oh, you'll like struggle to make 30 if you keep going." Yeah, the doctor was literally saying that. He was like, "You're not gonna like keep going on like if the way you're eating and that." It was bad. I was getting like takeouts all the time to my house. Like every night, just like ordering pizza and just like I was getting like two takeouts a day at some point, you know?
Wow. And so when you were at that stage in your life, did you know that this has to change? Or were you almost like F it, like fuck it, I
Yeah,
just
I didn't care. I
right.
really honestly did not care. I fully just let myself get worse too.
Wow.
And I didn't care. I had no self like some like obviously I would go out with my friends and stuff and like go and put like some I would make an effort like once a week or whatever, do my makeup. Also now I really do take time and care and put into myself because I don't life's too short to be mean to yourself, I think.
Exactly. So
Yeah.
so what is now let's spin it to the positive. Now you're doing a bit better. What's the one thing that's really helped you?
I think having a bit of routine has helped. I've obviously like the night shifts were a lot for me, but I guess it started before that. I don't know, talk like affirmations. Affirmations really help. I talk to myself nicely because I think I would never talk to anyone the way I used to talk to myself. So why am I doing that to myself? But like you should be nicest to yourself out of everyone in life because that's who you're gonna be
Yes.
forever. So definitely talking nice to myself. I also have put a routine in place, like where I wake up every day at a nice time. Like I actually go to bed at midnight and wake up at 8:15, like every day, unless I have something. I try and like set a routine for myself. I wake up, shower, make my bed every single day just to have that like routine. As for eating, I've really come to like oh my God, what's it called?
Oh,
Intuition,
intuitive eating, intuitive eating.
intuitive eating.
Yes,
Yes.
yes.
So I don't restrict myself. I have never restricted myself. So to lose the weight, I literally just exercise more. Because I was happier, I genuinely just wanted to eat better. It just all clicked at the same time. Like my life just flipped. Like everything just kind of slotted back together. And like my mental health got better. So my eating got better. And then I lost weight. And then because I lost weight, I felt happier. And then I got better clothes. But it took a couple of years. It took a good few years. But gradually, one thing after the other, everything just started to work out. And I was like, oh my God. Yeah.
Wow, that is wonderful. And now you're a full-time influencer. Tell me a bit more about that.
My day to day right now. So obviously I'm up on your podcast at 11 o'clock this morning. Love that.
Yay.
Let's go. I woke up this morning. I had some calls in England. Well, not big calls, just my mum and that. Catch up with them in the morning normally, and done some like just some admin bits because they're the worst bits for me. I hate doing emails, so I just try and get the stuff done like, in the morning, that email bits. Do this now, and then after I'll probably film like a get ready with me, and I'm going to an event tonight. There's like a quiz thing going on downtown, but there's so much, and I apparently I think this is English thing. I always want to go out after events. Like everyone says, oh, she wants to, like, when I see people, they're like, oh, you want to go out again? But there's so many
Uh,
bars that I have to go out. I just like going out and socializing, hanging out with everyone.
yeah, exactly. You got to live your best life because now that you've turned your life around, I know you're maybe still struggling a tiny bit, but and that's okay.
Yeah.
We're not perfect.
Yeah,
We
exactly. I think it's going to be a lifelong thing that everyone has their own issue. Everyone has something, right? And
right.
that's just gonna be my thing that I'm dealing with. And I'm working through it and I'm building my confidence and I'm still going through my glow up.
Before we head out, what is the one thing that you, if somebody's struggling right now with their eating disorder, with anything in life, but particularly with binge eating disorder, what would you tell them? If they're in where you were in 2018,
Yeah.
2019, your lowest, what are you going to tell that girl?
Everything, like, no matter how bad you think it is right now, it will turn around. And don't focus on that binge eating thing. Focus on what's making you binge eat. Like there's something deeper there that needs to be flipped around, whether there's you're like care about yourself or like something going on that needs to be fixed. You need to get to the root of what it is and shift the patterns at the beginning. And then hopefully it will try and everything hopefully after everything will just slot into place and don't be hard on yourself because it is just difficult in general. It is so hard, and don't restrict yourself either, because restricting yourself when you try and lose weight and everything like that is bad. So just eat when you feel like eating, eat
Right,
what your body wants to eat, and don't listen to pressures from outside. Do what you want to do in your body, and you know what your body feels good at doing. You know what's right and wrong for your body, so listen.
right.